Intro. Did you see the shocking video of a UFO shaped like a cigar dropping from the sky? Picture this. A massive, mile-long object appearing out of nowhere and descending rapidly. What's really happening up there? Let's dive into the mystery and explore the possible explanations for this extraordinary event. Please join us as we unravel the truth behind this horrifying sighting. The case of the flying cigars. First up is a video from a passenger on a plane in the UK who noticed something unusual in the sky. The object started moving at incredible speeds, almost like it was teleporting rather than flying. From certain angles, it even looked see-through, but then it became a solid, cigar-like shape as it moved. What could possibly explain this? While we don't have official answers, we can't ignore that this video exists. Next, we have some of the clearest footage yet, this time from Spain. After many sightings of similar objects, one dedicated observer finally caught one on camera. This video challenges any claims of fakery because these objects have been spotted all over the world. In the video, the cigar-shaped UFO hovers for a moment before dropping straight down. The video cuts off just as things get interesting, but what it shows is hard to dismiss. In 2020, over in Hungary, drones equipped with high-quality cameras captured another similar object. Its unique size, color, and shape make it clear that this wasn't just a drone or a regular airplane. Strangely, it left no trail behind and moved silently through the sky, changing direction rapidly before disappearing, just like something out of a science fiction movie. Then there's the story of a pilot who, during a flight, captured a UFO zooming past. This footage could be one of the most impressive UFO sightings ever, showing just how skilled this pilot was to catch it on camera. A shiny silver disc flew around the plane calmly before quickly diving underneath, performing maneuvers we can't explain, all while reflecting sunlight brilliantly. In another case, a UFO was spotted over Kansas, crossing paths with a commercial flight. As the two objects moved, it was clear the unidentified object was moving much faster. It was a white, box-shaped thing and not every passenger noticed it. It didn't look like any drone or usual surveillance device. Could it be some kind of alien surveillance? It's a question that leaves us wondering. But this isn't the end of the story. These sightings are as puzzling as they are intriguing. Could they be evidence of visitors from another world? It's something to think about, especially after seeing this collection of strange encounters. Imagine you're on a flight, gazing out the window, and you spot something strange in the sky. It's not a bird, and it's definitely not another plane. Instead, it's an unidentified flying object moving effortlessly alongside your plane, almost as if it's the most natural thing in the world. At first glance, it looks like a harmless piece of plastic floating by. But then, something strange happens. It starts changing shape, shifting from one form to another right before your eyes. Below, other passengers are just as stunned as you are. They watch in disbelief as this object, which looked flat and simple one moment, suddenly transforms, almost like it's riding the winds from another aircraft nearby. This isn't some piece of trash or debris. It's moving at 10,000 meters above the ground, and no regular object behaves this way. Each story adds more mystery, urging us to look even closer. The increasing UFO sightings. This isn't an isolated incident either. More and more pilots and passengers are reporting these strange sightings. Some have even captured footage of UFOs moving at incredible speeds and performing impossible maneuvers. In one case, a camera mounted on an airplane caught a UFO flying right alongside it, almost as if it were inspecting the plane. The way it moved was astounding, not just floating but matching the plane's speed precisely. But then, something even stranger happened. The footage suddenly cut out, disrupted by some kind of interference. It was as if the UFO knew it was being watched and used a trick to avoid being seen, almost like a squid releasing ink to escape. This mysterious move only added to the speculation and curiosity of those who saw the footage. And then there's the case of a helicopter crew who recently filmed a UFO during a nighttime mission. The object they recorded was glowing and moving at a speed that no modern invention could match. It wasn't just fast, it was impossibly fast, leaving even the most advanced helicopters in its dust. This sighting made some people wonder if it could be part of a secret government experiment, one so classified that the public knows nothing about it. But here's something even more thought-provoking. What if we're not alone in the universe? Imagine you're driving down the highway when, out of nowhere, a cylindrical object zooms across the sky, keeping pace with your car. This isn't just a story, it's a reality for some people who have witnessed these strange events. Their accounts are becoming more frequent, challenging everything we think we know about what could be out there flying above us. In 2012, while many people in Florida were stuck at home because of the pandemic, something strange was happening that most didn't notice. A blimp was flying in the sky, but it hardly got any attention online, just a few jokes and comments here and there. Meanwhile, something even more unusual was happening above our heads. There was a sudden increase in UFO sightings. It seemed that while we were all indoors, these mysterious objects were freely roaming the skies. Now let's go back 10 years earlier to a small town in Ukraine. A video came out showing a strange cylindrical object flying in the sky. Many people saw it, but only one person managed to record it clearly. Some thought it was just a plane pulling a banner, but the object looked solid and didn't move with the wind. It was hard to tell what it really was because when you see something disc-shaped from the side, it can look like just a thin line. Around the same time, a similar object was seen near a factory in Russia. This one looked like an advanced military aircraft, something you wouldn't expect to see in Russian airspace without being noticed. The object had parts that looked like they were divided into sections, which made the factory workers uneasy. They had never seen anything like it before. But that's not all. There's another strange phenomenon worth mentioning. Have you ever seen something odd while looking out of an airplane window? In one incident, a passenger filmed another airplane that seemed frozen, motionless in the sky. This was due to the parallax effect, an optical illusion where objects moving at different speeds can appear to be standing still. Similar illusions can happen on the ground, like when you're on a stationary train and it feels like you're moving. These are simple tricks of physics that remind us how easily our senses can be fooled, unlike UFOs, which seem to operate in ways we still can't explain. Now let's talk about one of the most baffling aviation mysteries. What happened to Malaysia Airlines flight MH370? This Boeing plane disappeared in 2014 while flying from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. Even after years of searching, it still hasn't been found, leaving families and insurance companies without answers. There's a video that shows what looks like a swarm of balloons around the plane, moving like a cloud of bees. This has led to all kinds of wild theories, including the possibility of an explosion or even abduction by aliens. While these ideas might sound far-fetched, they keep the mystery alive. Do you believe that some of these UFO sightings could be evidence of extraterrestrial life visiting Earth? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and subscribe for more. But that wasn't the strangest part. Fast forward to February 2024, in a small Italian town called Lucca. A similar cylindrical object was seen hovering silently in the sky, and this time a local person caught it on camera. This sighting led to all sorts of theories. Was it a prank, a secret government operation, or maybe even something from another world? Some people thought it might be related to espionage, while others wondered if technology like this could even come from Earth. We're seeing patterns now, making the unknown even more curious. The elusive shadows in our skies. These kinds of incidents kept happening in different parts of the world. In New Zealand, for example, there was a report of an object that looked like a high-tech plane or a big drone. This led to all sorts of wild ideas, with some people thinking it was a secret government project and others believing it was an elaborate hoax. Then, there was another sighting in Russia of a UFO that looked like an obelisk. It floated in the air so steadily that people couldn't decide if it was real or just a very convincing trick. As these sightings kept popping up, they painted a picture of a world filled with strange, unexplained events. Each one made people think about what these mysterious objects could be and what their presence might mean. They were always just out of our grasp, leaving us to wonder about the secrets hidden in the skies above. Strange objects have been seen in the sky, leaving people both surprised and confused. One looked like a flat disk hovering over cities. It didn't have any visible engines or propellers, making everyone wonder how it stayed in the air. As it hovered close to the ground, it seemed to struggle, almost as if it might crash. And this happened in broad daylight, which only added to the confusion. In Brazil, something even stranger was recorded, a figure that looked like a person wearing a jetpack. But before anyone could figure out what it was, the figure burst into flames and disappeared over the mountains at an unbelievable speed. People were left in shock, wondering what kind of technology could make someone move so fast. In China, a shopper out to buy groceries looked up and saw a massive ring-shaped formation in the sky. It stayed there long enough for everyone around to notice and wonder what it could be. Some thought it might be a new type of airship or maybe just a strange weather pattern, but no one ever got a clear answer. People argued whether it was just an illusion or something truly mysterious. But that wasn't the only bizarre sighting. Elsewhere, a man spotted a cloud formation shaped like a triangle, something he had never seen before. He quickly started filming it from his window. The object, sharp and triangular like a shark fin, was stuck in the cloud and didn't move. It was nothing like the usual clouds or anything man-made that we know of. Sightings like this have been reported around the world, but this one was so clear that it made some people wonder if it could be a hidden alien station. Back in 2009, a man in Italy reported seeing a UFO that looked like two aluminum plates stacked on top of each other, floating in the sky. At first, people didn't believe him, but 10 years later, someone else captured a similar object on video, making the earlier report seem more credible. The object moved slowly and in a jerky way, sometimes disappearing behind trees but then reappearing in the gray sky. It eventually vanished completely, leaving people skeptical but curious about what they had seen. In 2013, a passenger flying over Atlanta noticed three strange lights moving together in a synchronized pattern. They didn't look like any natural phenomenon or man-made device. The lights were at a height where drones or weather phenomena like ball lightning wouldn't normally be. After ruling out a reflection from inside the plane, the witness was left with more questions than answers, concluding that these were unexplained lights moving in a purposeful way through the sky. Throughout the year, more sightings were reported, each one different in shape and movement. These mysterious objects continue to challenge our understanding and make us wonder what could really be out there. Each new sighting adds another piece to the puzzle of unexplained aerial phenomena. The more we see, the more we wonder what's really out there.